Welcome to the Japan Game Junk podcast. I'm so happy and thankful that you're here.
And welcome back to Japan Game Junk. Today, going to go over some stuff seen in a Kanteidan store. This is the Mandai Shoten store in Kawagoe City of Saitama Prefecture, as visited on the 1st of June, 2025. And for those who haven't been, Kawagoe is actually a very interesting place. A very large part of the downtown area has been modeled after the old Edo period, so a lot of old-looking buildings and all sorts of stuff. It's well worth visiting if you have the chance. Anyway, however, for this store, there's quite a bit going on, including many crane games, which I did try a bit at the crane games there as well, and was fairly successful, but here we go. First thing to note is that there was a place called Zettai Ataru, You Will Definitely Win, and it was for 4,000 yen. You put in your 4,000 yen, and you get one of three different prizes: PS prize, A prize, or B prize. PS being like a pun on S prize, the highest level special prize. But there you can, on all of these, you can choose your prize in your level. So the PS prize, there's a used PS5 in box, a new Nintendo Switch Lite in box, and you can choose one of those if you get the PS prize. The A prize has a lot of games in there for Switch and PS4, PS5. All of them should be considered a fairly good deal at 4,000 yen. Maybe you could find it cheaper sometimes, but you shouldn't feel bad about paying 4,000 yen for any of the games that were in the A section. Then you had the B section, and you had lots of games, some of them very good games, but all of them would be much cheaper than 4,000 yen. And that's how they make their money. You put in your 4,000 yen, you push the button, a capsule comes out, and you get your ticket. So, maybe you want to get Exit 8 for the PS5 for 4,000 yen. Even though I got mine for Xbox for 400 yen. Anyway. Also at the store, they had lots of different, like figures and fun things, including very, very erotic things for people who like to concubine with these. One being a 1/3 scale model of a bunny girl from the To Love 3 series, games and animation series or comic series, the To Love 3 Darkness. And it's, kind of gothic looking bunny girl with very highly sculpted details, including, bust and, labial crotch area. And it's this huge figure that costs, used, 85,000 yen! Wow, you must really have to love that character on a deep personal erotic level to want to pay that much. But they had things that were much cheaper in the figure department. They had a big counter behind glass full of all sorts of Dragon Quest stuff, slimes and enemies, golems, all that stuff. Lots of collectibles there, different things everywhere between 1,000 and 10,000 yen for highly detailed sculpted figures of Dragon Quest enemies, which were very cute. For 4,000 yen, you could get little figures, including the prince from Katamari Damacy and all of his princely friends, or they family member, I don't know, but, the long heads with the hats, And, they were part of this big thing where you can select 3 different figure items for 1,000 yen, or 400 each, if you're not into the whole saving money thing. They had 2 different joysticks for the PlayStation, the original PlayStation 1. Very good ASCII joysticks. Great size, good weight, really good for playing your Tekken 3 or whatever, and they're just 1,000 yen. They were very nice. And then after that, also, the PS Move controllers. The actual controllers themselves were, about 2,500 yen, which is kind of typical, but the gun, the gun version of the thing, it's huge, that's why it's cheap, maybe, because It only works with a couple games, but yeah, 1,800 yen for the big PlayStation Move gun. This game was for Dreamcast. It was 1,000 yen flat. It's Deji Carrot Fantasy, the release date edition. And so if you like your dating games, lots of these weird characters, then there you go. And it's the deluxe thing with all the different doodads inside, soundtracks, and what have you. Looked like it was probably a good deal, but I didn't get it. There was a virtual Mahjong for the Sega Saturn, which had lots of 3D animated girls. Again, very early 3D animation. They don't look very realistic, but they do get naked for you if you win the game, and you can see that on the back of the box. For a mere 4,000 yen, actually is very cheap. For the Dreamcast is Ikaruga, the shooting game. It's a great game. I do have it for the GameCube, but for the Dreamcast, it's very, very good. So, anyway, it's disc only, but still, that's a very good deal for this certain game. They also had the Saturn version of KO's Flying Squadron, disc only for 9,000 yen. Even though the Mega CD or Sega CD version is a bit more sought after. This one also is in the disc only 9,000 yen still. I think a very good deal for that one game. They also had the Shovel Knight box set, including the figure, for 5,800 yen for 3DS, the Amiibo figure. And I got mine for 2,000 yen way back when, so I was happy to see that maybe it's growing a bit in value to hold on to that. Then something I bought very cheaply, I'm surprised to see so expensive, Arkanoid DS, which comes with a little twiddly knob thing that plugs into your DS or DS Lite. That was being sold for 15,000 yen boxed. I got mine, no box, just the game and the twiddle paddle for 1/15 of that way back when. But I guess if you want the complete one, and it is getting rarer and rarer to find with the twiddly knob, there you go. You can get it there. But yeah, it's a fun store to visit. I bought very little on this day, but it still was worth going. And it's you can also play some crane games while you're there. So don't forget to enjoy the Mandai Shotens wherever they may be. This one in Kawagoe is a mid-range one. The best one is the one in Yamanashi, Kai Yamanashi. And yeah, the worst one's probably now Iwatsuki in Saitama City. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.